Hi, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining in. I want to welcome us to this weekly, the first week review of the 180-day Bible journey. And the first week we'll look at days 1 to 7, and then we'll look at Genesis chapter 1 to 21, Psalms 1 to 3, and Matthew chapter 1 to 7. In week one, we saw foundations, how God started the whole process of humanity and the world. The first week of our 180-day Bible journey, it has been a journey of beginnings. We saw the beginning of creation. We saw the beginning of God's covenant story. We saw the beginning of the ministry of Jesus Christ. We saw and we watched God's reveal his heart, his character, and his intentions for humanity. In Genesis, God creates, He called, and then there were covenants. We started with the breathtaking opening of scriptures. God said in the beginning. In the beginning, God said. God speaks, and the whole universe responded. Light breaks into darkness. Order rises out of chaos. Humanity is formed with purpose, dignity, and then destiny. But quickly, we saw how fractured the world was. Sin entered, relationships break, the world spirals. Yet God did not abandon his creation. He calls for a man named Abraham who makes a covenant with him and begins a redemptive story that will bless all nations. This week, we witnessed the creation of the world, the fall of humanity, the flood, and God's promises, the call of Abraham, the birth of Isaac, God's faithfulness across generations. Genesis did show us something that God, who creates, He also calls and He keeps His promises. In the book of Psalms that we read, Psalm 1 to 3, we saw a blueprint for the blessed life. Uh, It introduces us to the emotional, the spiritual landscape of the believer. We learn that the blessed life is rooted in God's word. God watches over the righteous. God is a shield, God is a refuge, and God is a defender. The Psalms remind us that faith is not just intellectual, it is deeply emotional, it is deeply human, and all the time deeply honest. As we move into the New Testament, in Matthew, we saw the arrival of the King. We saw Jesus being introduced, his genealogy, his birth, and his early ministry. We saw the fulfillment of prophecy. We saw the baptism of Jesus, the temptation in the wilderness, the calling of the first disciples. We saw the Sermon on the Mount, which kind of represent the constitution of the kingdom. Jesus shows us what the kingdom of heaven looks like, a kingdom of humility, purity, mercy, righteousness, and above all, of radical love. Week one has laid the foundation. We've seen God as the creator, as a covenant keeper, and as a king. We've seen humanity brokenness. We've seen God's relentless pursuit of man. And we've heard Jesus announce a new way of living. This is just the beginning, and the story is unfolding as we continue in this 180-day journey going through the scriptures. And God is inviting you and I into a deeper understanding of intimacy. So we'll see you week two. Thank you, and God bless you.